Right, we're recording now.
Well, on a very sunny Sunday morning, I'm meeting Steve Tanner, someone I have met previously in discussions between the villagers and Frome over particularly transport issues. Steve Tanner has been a Frome Town Councillor for some time, and he's now standing for the independents for Frome here in the Frome North election, which takes place on May the 5th. So, Steve, it's a big commitment, even for somebody who's been on a council for some time, to commit to 5 years to serve on the new Unitary Council, which is based in Taunton. Why have you decided to make that commitment?
Yeah, good morning, Peter, and firstly, thanks for your time, and it's great to have this conversation. I think for me personally and for us as a group, we're at a real crossroads in politics locally. With the Unitary Council coming in, it's an opportunity to really create a massive change. And one of the things that we as the IF brand, really want to do is try and push that change and make that change available to more people, not just us in Frome. The new seat of power will be Taunton, which is a long way away from Frome and Beckington and Road and Norton St Philip, and we just feel it's really important that a local voice is heard, and an independent local voice. Big party politics have played a role in everything that's happened over the last few years, and we just think that rather than be linked to a national party and to a certain extent have to toe the line with national politics, it's great that local people can have a local say and feel that there is, that they can push a local agenda rather than have to rely on a national agenda.
So, tell me two of the key points in your agenda as you're standing for the Unitary.
Yeah, I think, as I said, I think the main one is some sense of localism. We've seen across the whole sort of Frome North area, there's been issues with planning, there's been issues with transport, and as my role as on the planning committee at Frome Town Council, I know that residents feel that they don't get listened to a great deal, they don't get heard a great deal when planning applications come through. Mainly because you've seen the voting at other councils, it tends to fall down on party lines sometimes, and we think that's wrong. We think that locals should have a real strong say in how their local towns and villages are developed, and if housing, most people we speak to really get the need for housing. I think anyone says, we have too many houses. I think most people get the need for housing. But it's the housing that fits the local town, the local village is required, not housing where young people or young married couples or whatever who want to get on the housing route, who want to stay in Road, who want to stay in Beckington, want to stay in Frome, Norton St Philip. At the moment, the houses that are being built by the developers are not the houses that they can either afford or the type of houses that they want. So that whole localism and link to planning and transportation is a real sort of key drivers for us. I think those three aspects, the localism, the planning, and obviously transport is very much linked to that. We're trying to get people off of cars. I think everyone knows that that's a good thing, but unless you provide decent bus services, decent train services, then it won't happen. So I think that's our main push is to really promote the fact that we can be a local independent voice for people locally.
And here in Road, we've seen with our current county councillor, who isn't standing again, Linda Oliver, and also our district councillor, Barbie Lund, who isn't standing for the county. We've seen two really exceptionally active councillors. They come to nearly every one of our parish council meetings, and Barbie Lund has got very involved in some of the planning applications here. Are you going to be able to give that level of attention to road and come to our parish council meetings?
Very much so. Yeah, I look forward to it. I really do. I know I've met Linda numerous times. She came to our last Frome Town Council planning meeting on a particular subject and spoke with her usual passion. And it's always been great, great to listen to Linda and have those conversations. I think she will be greatly missed. And I think there are massive amounts of synergies, as I said before, between all of the town and the Frome town and the villages. And I think it's important that we build on those synergies, especially with things like transport, because transport cuts across all of the villages and into Frome and into Bath and whatever. And if we can get that right, then that could make a massive difference to all of the townsfolk here.
All the other candidates have had partners in this election. Each elector in Road and in Frome North has 2 votes. Unfortunately, we can't use both of those votes and vote for you.
No.
Do you have a view as to who the second vote should go for?
I think I think most people know that we've always been very closely aligned with the Green Party, and we know. I know most of the councillors standing at Frome North very well personally, on all of the sides of the political spectrum. But I think from our perspective, we have a lot in common with the Green Party, and we share a lot of their ideas, and I think they share a lot of our ideas as well. And so yeah, it is a shame that we couldn't put up 2 candidates in Frome North, but yeah, I mean, as people have got to know, I think it would be great to have Frome North not controlled by one of the big national parties. I mean, I think that would be our ideal scenario, quite frankly.
Okay, Steve Tanner, candidate for Frome North, standing for independence for Frome. Thank you very much, and good luck over the next couple of weeks of campaigning.
Thank you very much, Peter. Thanks for your time.